So today we are learning about the states of matter on the basis of three properties. Broadly, the states of matters are classified. At US standard, we are considering these three properties as the basic classification criteria for the states of matter. Now, which are these three properties? Let us see. Number one, intermolecular space. Number one, intermolecular space. Number two, the force of attraction between the molecules. The force of attraction between the molecules. The force of attraction between the molecules. And number three, the kinetic energy of molecules due to their motion. Kinetic energy of molecules due to their motion. So what are these three? The states of matter are broadly classified on the basis of these three properties. Number one, the intermolecular space. Number two, the force of attraction between the molecules, and number three, the kinetic energy of molecules due to their motion. I told you the cause of the kinetic energy of molecules due to their motion. What is the cause? The thermal energy. The thermal energy within the body. Though you can see that the object is cold, but actually it still possesses the thermal energy even at 0 degree Celsius also, even below much than the 0 degree Celsius also, the body is possessing thermal energy, and that's why the molecules of the matter are possessing kinetic energy, and that's why they are in motion. Only the distinguish is the motion is more, the kinetic energy is more or lesser depending on the states. Actually, states depends on this fact. So these are the three causes or three classification criteria for the states of matter. Now we would study one by one for each of them. So for studying one by one each of them, let us see that first we would consider about solids. Now for solids, okay. Now the first criteria is intermolecular space. I would state that in solids, the intermolecular space is very less. We can say that we can say that the least among the three states. In solids, the intermolecular space is very less. Number two, in solids, the intermolecular force of attractions, I would write here in solids. Okay, in solids, the intermolecular force of attraction. So we have written here once in solids, so we don't need this now. Okay, so in solids the intermolecular space is very less, and in solids the intermolecular force of attraction is the strongest. I would say it is the strongest. Okay, it is the strongest. Intermolecular force between the molecules is the strongest. And the third point on which we have classified the states of matter is kinetic energy of molecules due to their motion. I would say that in solids the kinetic energy possessed by the molecules is the least. So we have seen regarding to the solids how these three properties are applicable. So I would repeat, summarize them. In solids the intermolecular space is very less, it is the least among the three states, we can say. In solids the intermolecular force between the intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules is the strongest. I would say intermolecular force of attraction between the molecules is the strongest. And number 3, kinetic energy possessed by the molecule is the least. In solids the kinetic energy possessed by the molecules is the least. Now let us see how it is about the liquids. Okay, let us see how it is about the liquids. So in case of liquids, number 1, the intermolecular space is larger than that in solids, but smaller than that in gases. Number 2, the force of attraction. Similar thing. See, for liquids, all these three quantities are having the values more than, all these three quantities are having the values between the solids and gases. Okay. Now the intermolecular space in liquid molecules is larger than that in solids, but smaller than that in gases. That means the molecules are little away than that of the molecules of solid, but they are not so much distant as in gases. You can say this. Okay. Then the force of attraction between the molecules is weaker, I can say weaker than in solids, but stronger than in gases, and obviously Ke possessed by the molecule. Third criteria. See, I told you that we are classifying the states of matter broadly on the three classification criteria. Number one, intermolecular space. Number two, forces of attraction. And number three, kinetic energy possessed by the molecules. So, in liquids, the kinetic energy possessed by molecules is more than in solids, but lesser than in gases. I would suggest you that when you are attending this lecture, either you take a notebook and a pen, write it in your notebook, or you can highlight it as per your conveniency, as per your books preferred, okay. But I would suggest to write it, okay. It would be better criteria for the preparation than in gaseous. Next is the third state of matter, that is gaseous state. Now see the gaseous state. In gaseous state, in gases, I can say number one, the intermolecular space is too high. It is the largest. The intermolecular space is too high, I can say. That means it is the largest. Number two, the intermolecular forces of attraction. The intermolecular forces of attraction are the least. Even considered zero. That means we can say that no gaseous molecule can bound to another gaseous molecule. We can say this from this statement, okay. Number three, the kinetic energy possessed by the gaseous molecules is the highest. That means they are moving with a very high velocity. they are moving with a very high velocity. Okay, in case of gaseous molecules. So I would repeat the properties of gaseous molecules. The intermolecular space is too high, that means it is the largest among the three states. Then the intermolecular forces of attraction are the least in case of gaseous molecules. Even we can consider them as zero intermolecular forces. We can say that one gaseous molecule never attracts to another gaseous molecule. On a big scale we can say this. Okay, the kinetic energy possessed by the gaseous molecule is the highest, that means they are moving with a very high velocity among the three states. So in this manner, using the three criteria of classification, we have classified the solids, liquids and gaseous. Now one by one we would study these three states on different basis. The basis is molecular model of solids. So let us see how we could see the molecular model of solids. So I have shown the molecular model of solids. By this small animation, and you can see that in this molecular model of solid, the molecules are closely packed. Now if I would draw here millions of molecules, you could not distinguish them. But remember that for a symbolic presentation, for your sake of convenience, I have shown that the solid molecules are closely packed. They are not much away from each other, and we can see that the solid molecules are possessing kinetic energy, but they are not leaving their space. See the one molecule, just one molecule I have shown that how it is vibrating about its mean position, but it could not leave that position permanently. And see the molecules all I have shown in this figure are doing the same thing with them. They are vibrating about their fixed positions, which they are not leaving at all permanently, and these vibrations are on the basis of their little kinetic energy possessed by them. I told you the cause of this kinetic energy is the thermal energy possessed by the matter. Okay, so what we understood from this small animation, we understood that the molecules of solids are closely packed, they are very close to each other, and they are not steady, they are vibrating about their fixed positions. These fixed positions, they do not leave easily permanently. Okay, so this is the first thing. On this basis, the solids are possessing certain properties. I would show here. See, as we have seen that this is the another animation, I am showing it. As we have seen that the molecules of solids are closely packed, that's why they possess a fixed shape. They do not leave their fixed positions permanently, I said, and that's why they are possessing a fixed shape. See what I have done. I took a solid in a beaker and then I just dropped it into another vessel which have different shape, but you can see that there is no change in shape of the solids. Obviously here we are considering some rigid solids. I am giving the lecture to 8th standard, I know. Okay, so that we are talking by that level only. Here we do not consider the bodies like dough or a mud, we do not consider them. Okay, so we are considering the usual solid bodies like stone, charcoal, we can say. So here you say that when the solid molecules we observe, then they are closely packed, they do not leave their places permanently, just vibrate about their fixed places, and that's why they possess the fixed shape also. This I have shown in this animation. Okay, now the next one is regarding to rigidity. See, we have seen the properties of solids on the basis of classification criteria, and there we have learned that the intermolecular forces of solids are the strongest and they can oppose any change in their shape also. I can say that this can be summarized as the solids are rigid. Okay, so see this animation, I am applying a large force by using the jaws on the solid kept in between, and even though the force is considerably large, my solid is not changing its position, its molecular position. That means its shape remains as it is. Obviously, again I would remind you that this lecture is based for 8th standard level, and we do not consider that we are applying a giant force, demon like force on the body which could convert a metal cube into the sheet also. That kind of machine force we are not applying. Okay, we are applying some kind of large force, but not so large that you are thinking about. So after applying the considerable force, you can notice that the solid is maintaining its shape. So we can say that under a limited force, the solid behaves like a rigid object. Okay, so in this manner, so till here we have seen that the solid molecules are closely packed, but till there is an intermolecular distance between them. I wrote this in bracket because closely packed means do not consider that these solid molecules are attached to each other. Don't forget the intermolecular space forever. So there is intermolecular space between them, but the solid molecules are closely packed. Then they are having the least kinetic energy. Now we are stating regarding to the kinetic energy of the molecules among solids, and this kinetic energy is the least among the three. You have seen that the solid molecules could not leave their places permanently, but instead they are vibrating about their mean positions and they do not leave their positions permanently. So number 2, the distance between the molecules of solids is the least among the three states. Remember. Number 3, the kinetic energy possessed by the molecules of solid is the least. The kinetic energy possessed by solid molecules, or we can say that molecules of the solid by molecules of the solids is the least, obviously among the three states. They vibrate about their fixed positions, as I have shown in the animation you seen for a single molecule. Because I told you that it would create a mess, you could not understand properly, so many molecules are vibrating. So that for sampling I have shown only a single molecule. So the solids, they vibrate about their fixed positions, they vibrate about their fixed position and do not leave, or simply we can say cannot leave and do not leave these positions permanently. Fourth point is the intermolecular force between the molecules of solid is the highest. Now see here, I would summarize the facts we have seen regarding to the molecular model of solid. The tiny solid molecules are closely packed, that means they are very close to each other, but remember that till there is intermolecular distance between them. The distance between the molecules of solid is the least, that means the intermolecular distance or separation is the least among the solids. The Ke possessed by the molecules of solid is the least among the three states, and they vibrate about their mean positions, that is fixed positions, and they do not leave these positions permanently. And fourth point is the intermolecular forces between the molecules of solids is the highest. Now this is the thing we learnt about the solid phase. Now the similar points we are learning about the liquid phase and gaseous phase also, using the interesting animations.